So, I come bearing, I guess, good news. If you weren't here last time, I almost figured out the entire Mount Holly blueprints puzzle, but I ran into a bug at the end, and I wanted to show something I caught. I clipped it, sent it to a friend who had played through the game already, and truth. Hold on, let me go back. Let me go back further. There's a door on the other end of the furnace. So I think I had it right. True. Except for I wasn't supposed to go in the normal door of the furnace. Wouldn't you know it? I was supposed to just go through a new door that appeared. I mean, I didn't know it. That's why I messed it up. It is funny that that is like a thing that can happen, you know? I'm kind of surprised if you do it correctly, it doesn't just shut out the backside. Though I am also glad that it didn't just, like, make the furnace normal when I went around the corner. Otherwise, I don't know if I would have caught that. I believe I have my last day of the secret passage. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to remonk it. But I understand what's going on now. I also remembered We Seek What Lies in the Shade of Truth was written in the secret hideout, the, like, flooded train station. Or subway station. Yeah, same thing. Which makes me wonder. So I don't know if Herbert ever actually found the atelier. Because he said, like, oh, he placed the family core riddle in the vault. With, like, you know, oh, I never could quite figure this out. I'm not entirely sure. I do kind of wonder if... I don't know, because, like, it was given to Herbert's brother, who I think was also named Simon, like Simon S. Sinclair. I guess instead of Simon Jones. It was given to Simon Sinclair, I think by their mom, who I guess would have gotten it from her mom. Or no, from... Fuck, I gotta look back. From Thomas Sinclair's mom, right? Orave was on the Sinclair side? Because if the atelier was set up by Orave, and then the path to it was hidden by Clara. Anyways, I do wonder if Mary Matthews Epson, what's the nay but for a okay, what's the term for a maiden name that's not a maiden? Second, what's the name for the nay but not a you know. Okay, right. I have to double check. In the shade of, then right there, it appears just suddenly when you get close, and it's a blue moon. Well, once in a blue moon. Shit, it's room 46. Oh god, and it's choppy. Herbert, what did you do? Okay, I was just trying to see if I could, like, do that. Okay. What do we got here? Right now, this is a flipperoonie. Can also rotate it. now I've got those, and that's easy. Blue. Through lantern light and sketches cast a tint of blue to find our path. A hue of wisdom to turn us right. A shade of rain to pass the light. Through lantern light in shadows part. To fly with dragons in a land of heart. There's a swan. Some clocks. Is that the golden hour? Is there anything else unusual about this? I can't interact with, like, the drawer or anything. Can't interact with any of those. Oh, here we go. The last will and testament of me, the Baroness Orve. I, Orve of Mount Holly, architect, mother, and reluctant Baroness, being weak of body but of perfect mind and memory, thanks be to Orinda, do make and ordain this document my last will and testament. As I commit my final wishes to paper, may it be done so in the tapestry and color of my life's work. In blue, may it be written under the tree of creativity and in the shade of truth that has sheltered my loved ones from the villainy of country and countrymen. In that same spirit of defiance, I hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore printed on common hueless parchment. I, first, being somewhat religious, give my soul to Rinna, my ashes to Vea, and my remainder to man, as will be detailed in the pages and clauses that follow this foolishly superstitious passage. Rinna being the gardener, and Vea being one of the moons, which I guess is the Ashen Moon. Ashen Moon. It's like an Outer Wilds thing. Second order, should my husband, Baron Thomas Sinclair, survive me, I grant to him his choice of sentimental keepsake he may wish to retain in remembrance of me. As our union was never founded on material dependency, I make no provision for his future, nor for my eldest son, Herbert S. Sinclair, as he will in due course inherit his father's titles, enterprises, and fortune. However, the estate of Mount Holly, its many floor plans and storied secrets, are mine and mine alone to grant, and I have neither pledged nor suggested it would be granted to either of my children. I do, in the third order, bestow upon my youngest son Simon my library, including its books, manuscripts, and musings, for I have long believed that Simon, much like myself, finds greater delight in the realm of imagination than in the mundane realities of everyday life. I hope he cherishes these books, for within their pages lie doorways to endless worlds of wonder and knowledge. Can you not say that they hold doorways? I'm worried it's going to start becoming mist for real. The fourth order, one that I suspect will intrigue those I leave behind far more than previous provisions. I hereby bequeath the entirety of the aforementioned estate, Mount Holly, to the individual that discovers the hidden room that contains the blue pages of this document, hence styled the Blue Testament of Orve. So the New Testament, it's the Blue Testament, huh? It is my firm belief that the challenge of uncovering this secret far outweighs any other measures of worthiness, and thus I entrust my beloved home to the deserving successor, without regard to the years that may pass, or their familial connection to my descendants, who may have incidentally assumed possession of the estate in the interim. In the event that any of my relations or future kin are living on the estate, when this worthy successor locates the Blue Testament, measures shall be taken to ensure their continued residence without fear of eviction or forced removal. The estate, being of generous size, is more than capable of accommodating multiple parties without inconvenience. It is with the understanding, however, that preparations for eventual relocation should be made, as such leniency will not be afforded to subsequent generations. I do hereby constitute and appoint my colleague and fellow practitioner of architecture, Cortorus Elysius Aaron of Trinsdale, the exclusive charge and office of executrix, it's a great word, of this instrument. If ever the 46th room of my Mount Holly is discovered and the Blue Testament of Orve be delivered unto her hands, or unto any of her descendants, I do ordain that they shall bear sole dominion and discretion to override and render null any and all prior arrangements heretofore made in my stead, or in the name of my seed. In the name of my seed? Ugh. I trust in her and in the generations that follow her to never mind. To fulfill this role faithfully in steadfast adherence to the wishes laid out in the foregoing pages of this document. Let me, go that. I wanted to take screenshots of everything. Lastly, I leave a final message to my worthy successor. You, who have reached this final room. You, who unearthed these pages amidst the blueprints, buried beneath cryptic words and the prophecies of the past. You, who have spent countless days wandering the chambers and passages of your own curiosity, scouring for clues, hoping for answers, striving for that which you knew might forever elude you. To you, for whom satisfaction is a fleeting companion. To you, who stands now at the end of your journey, triumphant, exhausted, and justly proud. To you, I grant that which, in life, I have given to no other, my esteem. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 16th day of April, 1952, Orve of Mount Holly. Wow. Huh. That raises a lot of interesting questions. For one thing, so obviously Simon S. Sinclair did not find this room, even though if he had received her library, he would have had been closer to the clues relating to like the hidden hue and all that. Though whether or not the library is the same one that she mentioned, or if there is a separate like Orave's library location that I have yet to find, who's to say? Just making sure there's nothing else in here. Can't help but notice there's 8 spokes on the fireplace gate, by the way. And yeah, that explains where this is. What place has the moon fireplace? Why is it so choppy in here? Did I like alt-tab weird? No? Okay. Or... Well, now I want to know if I... Wait, I went the wrong way. I was gonna say, if I turn around the other end, is it gonna have the furnace door again messed up? No, this time it properly closed. Huh. Strange and unusual. I kind of want to see if the antechamber door in here is open now. Nope. Wow. So yeah, obviously Simon S. Sinclair did not find it. Otherwise, he would be the Baron. I guess Herbert became the Baron because he inherited stuff from Thomas Sinclair. And it's interesting. I want to know more about Simon because I feel like we don't get much about him. Like, Herbert... I was thinking about this, like, earlier today in the shower in the car or something. Herbert's kind of a dick. He's kind of elitist when it comes to intelligence. Like, he kind of just straight up calls Simon stupid. Simon Sinclair stupid, not Simon P. Jones. Sorry, the fact that it's choppy is really bothering me, and I don't know what the deal is. It just happens sometimes with this game, but not all times. Yeah. I need to go back to the bunk room, the bunk bedroom, because I do know that has some stuff written by, I want to say Simon was the one who wrote in red pen in that book. I know when I first found it, I thought it was by the main character Simon, not an ancestor Simon. So, this also means Mary might not have found the atelier, I do think she did, though, and I think she left the what we seek what lies in the shade of truth on the wall specifically for Simon P. Jones, her son, to find. But I guess because she went into hiding, she couldn't properly take the role. Go right. I've been trying to think. So, okay, hold on. Is it VSync? Not really, nope. It's not. I don't think it's the sync. I swear it was doing well yesterday. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what the remaining, like, questions I have are. Both in terms of story and in terms of mysteries, loose threads, riddles. The main one I can think of is the largest constellation, and then the actual main one is I know there is something about doing the statues in the tomb in a different order. You know what? I'm just going to call it a day and see if, like, getting rid of the atelier helps the frame rate, because otherwise, I don't really know what's going on. In order to do the constellation, it'd probably be good to get shelter, and then use the shelter to get an experiment that gives me stars from connecting to the lab. Is there anything that's, like, taking processing power? Oh, God. I mean, it's a little better now. What else is there? In order to actually compare and figure out the order of statues, I wonder if there's a good way to do that. Though it could be related, so I have a few ideas. I don't remember if there was a statue of Draxus in there, but if there is, that would be a good candidate for the last one, with Draxus being the, like, large constellation. Let me flip through my notes here. I gotta have one for the statues, right? Will do. Okay, hold on. Getting caught on my ringids. Well, I have that one. Oh. Okay, yeah. So hoe, chef, fork, duster, horse girl, knight, broom. Broomstick Hondo. Is there a way to see alternate upgrades for rooms? I'm kind of curious. I go to directory, go to cloister. Yeah, there's no list of other ones. I don't think it took a screenshot of it either. I could always look it up. I'm worried about spoiling more stuff, but I am late enough into the game that surely there can't be more spoilers, right? Like, outside of whatever I get for doing this, which knowing that it exists was kind of a spoiler, but knowing that there is a puzzle that I might not have missed, or that I might not have found, is sort of, you know, it's a little different. Trying to think what else. I guess otherwise, other than those two things, the only main mystery I can think of is... It's not Servants' Quarters, damn. Really just getting the story mapped out. Which I guess is a rather major thing to figure out. Well, I don't want to end stream immediately. I expected there to be a bit more after I got to that room. I don't know. I expected like another cutscene, I guess. Or like for something else to unlock. What do I actually want to do this run? Right. Another thing was I wanted to see if I could bring Stillwater into the bookstore. You know, I kind of want to try something. I want to see if you can Stillwater the book order form. Yep, just Dirigiblock's missing. Which doesn't exist yet. Can you only draft the bookstore from the library? I might have missed my chance. Go check, please. Check, please. They didn't check, please. That was it? That was a shitty walk-in closet. I'm sorry, your ladyship, but surely you gotta have something better in there than 2 keys and 2 gems. Those things literally grow on plants. Maybe not trees, but they certainly grow. Oh, right, I don't have a key card. Oh, I guess I haven't done the test. Or haven't aced the exam, though. Ugh, ew. So that's 10? Wait, no, hold on. 10 minus 4 is 6. Times 36. Or squared is 36. Rounds to 40. Divided by 10 is 4. Ugh. So that's 20 times half of 5. So that would be 50? But then you square it and invert it. So that'd be 2500, and that becomes... what, 0025? That doesn't sound right. I'm not doing it the other way, is it? Well, no, because 50 inverted would be 5, squared would be 25, and that still doesn't divide by 4. Hold on. It's 20 times 5 halved. Unless you do the half after the other one, so it'd be like... Is it saying, like... Okay. Give me a second. So... 20 times 5 half is 50. Squared. Right? See, I'm pretty sure the operation there applies... The operation on the outside applies before the ones on the inside. I'm pretty sure it affects the number itself. It's like in parentheticals. So... See, the problem is this isn't even on the test. This only appears on the dartboard. Also, the problem is I'm trying to get a number divisible by 4 out of this. I don't know, is it 5? Because, like... Unless it becomes, like... I mean, 50 squared is 2,500, but I don't see how that would invert well, except to 25. But again, that's not divisible by 4. Unless it's 100 squared, flipped would be 1, and halved. No? Flipped would be... I don't want to brute force it, but, like, man... I don't really understand what it's asking of me. I don't think it works. I'm like, what are some other numbers that would be... I'm trying to, like, work backwards here, you know? Yeah, because you do the inner ones and then the outer ones. So what the fuck is happening? Is it 19? That would be a funny number. Unless I can, like, click elsewhere. There's no, like, outer ring of operations. It's only... It was hold on. Okay, 13 times 4 is 52. Oh, I know what it was. God damn it. Okay, so... It was 20... When I did the inversion, I forgot to flip the 2 and the 5. And the zeros cancel out, so... You get rid of the zeros and it becomes 52. So it's 2,500. Flipped is 0052. Get rid of the zeros and it's 52 or 52. Okay. Hey, there's code check. I might as well just do this while I'm here. Now I wonder... This refills on water every time I stow it, right? Oh, hi. Damn. I don't know if there's any of these that I outright need. Not really. Clue. Pull up Sightseer's Guide to Reddington. Because I know there's like a geography question or two that I keep failing on the test. Yeah. Um. So yeah, I was just kind of curious about that. Are there any other blank pages in the library? I don't think there are. Unless I can, like, reveal some sort of secret on one of these. Considering these are all that. Oh, right. I was kind of curious. So the path we took was SWAN. It's fucking Swan Song. I don't know if I caught that last time, but god damn it. It's funny because, like, there's all these different elements of. There's, like, a bunch of different information you slowly learn and uncover. What was this one again? Oh, yeah. That ever so gradually reveal more and more and then come into play more and more. You remember the sum of 18? Wait, hold on. No, wait. Does this one have a number on it? I was gonna say, the Araja stamp is worth $3, and the Vera stamp is worth 10. So I was like, I thought this was at first the right one that you had to add, but no, it's this one would have been the red. But I can't see a monetary value for this stamp. Damn it. I thought I was onto something for a clue for a puzzle I already solved. It's Arajan Geography and History. Those are by far the hardest. What was my outer room? Tool shed? There might have been a blank book or two in the tomb somewhere. That might be worth exploring. Okay, it does fill me up every time. Oh! It's dorm room is what this is. Right. That makes sense now. Here's the lasting mystery. What the fuck is with the den clock? In the den, in the thing on the fireplace mantle. Comedy gold. What else did I say I was gonna do other than get a key card? Right, stars. I mean, honestly, I might as well just do this. Unless you can give me, like, a key card here. And I don't really feel like, you know, taking the elevator down. Oh, wait, no, I can't even do that because I don't have a key card. If I need a key card to progress further, then I can't take the outside route to the foundation, which needs a key card. Ugh. It's like this game is a maze or something. Or a puzzle box. I mean, I do like how the Mount Holly estate and its many rooms are essentially one giant puzzle box. Especially once you get down to the way certain rooms interact with each other. And, like, the various different tricks and techniques. It does feel like... I don't remember where I was going again. It does feel like a bit of one giant escape room. me see. So Farmer's Apple appears on number 7. See, I wonder if the constellations are ordered in terms of the gods. So, like, Joya is the pizza, which could be number 2, the chef. So that would, or rather, that's what I have it listed on here. But it could be that that is the slice, and then the farmer's apple could be Rinna. And I already mentioned the thing with Draxus. I don't know. Is there another note somewhere in here? Other than the Blue Tents note, which is not in here currently? Might need to look back at all of my pictures and names of planets and then note those down and then try to cross-reference those. Because I know Vera is both a god and one of the moons, or one of the planets. It's one of the celestial bodies. I'm trying to think if there's any other monk things that I want to do. I mean, Secret Passageway was kind of it. I know I already put the foundation in there, and I don't feel like moving it again. There's the tomb. Oh, right, there's the letter that was written entirely in Arajan, which I had trouble translating. I do want to go back and translate it. It's just very tricky to do. And this is this written by Herbert? Yeah. It is funny how it's the dead end, and this is like the most cynical of Herbert's letters. I don't know. Does that make sense? So let me take a look-see. So this is Joya. Pizza. This was where her ladyship was buried. Oh, fuck. The stairs are over here? Simon! It's just a step! It's not that difficult, Simon. Wait, where's the letter? Was it buried here? Oh no, it's over here. Yeah. Oh god, it's so hard to read her cursive as well. I don't know, that might be something I just look up the translation to. So that's Rinna. That's the maid. That's the one that I had listed as fork. Don't know what that means, though. That one's a broom. That's the horse girl. That's the one with the scepter. The fucking candles. I swear to God, those candles. I have no idea what was here. Secret disc? Right, and this one would have been Draxus then. Yeah, cut off my head. There wasn't anything else in here, was there? No. Though it does look like this wall should be able to recede further. It's like steps on the end. There's not steps on the end of this wall. So what gives? Unless that's what opens up when you fulfill the secret path or whatever. So the other end of this... I almost wonder if it's related to what they're holding. I don't even know if you could really track that, but... Probably not. I was like, you know, this has like blooms and... This has 4 prongs and... I don't know. They're all in like the same pose as well. At least I'm pretty sure they're in the same pose. I'm getting Obra Dinn flashbacks looking at their feet. Don't ask me what that means. Because it's a spoiler for Obra Dinn, you see. So... Yeah, I feel like I don't have enough information. I mean, I can open the chapel again pretty easily. That's not the hard part. Also, going off the list of constellations... Ooh, actually, I really should. I wonder if Vera is one of the gods. And additionally is one of the gods that is in the chapel. And extra additionally, if I can figure out who it is. Oh, wait. Was there a statue of the maid in the maid's quarters? That might be worth looking into. Yeah. Clavis. See, Clavis could be one of the gods. I don't know what the key would be referring to. I'm gonna go ahead and set the security setting to low. I'll go ahead and change the offline mode while I'm here. It's weird because, like, I feel like there wouldn't be a situation in which you wouldn't want the offline mode to be unlocked. I don't think it really affects anything to have them unlocked other than letting you open them. I want to see staff announcements. Nope, I'm pretty sure I've gotten every staff announcement. Email. Right. God, there's so many, Oh, wait. I didn't have to type it in again. There's so many little bits of story that I need to piece out by date. Like, I need to see if that request about security cams came before or after the secret footage that was found. Okay, experiment setup. Please give me +1 star. Yes! Okay. Let's do that. Okay, hallway is just an orange room, so I think I'm fine as long as I draft an orange room from an orange room. I'm gonna reroll because I do care about what's in the corner. I'm gonna reroll again because I can't buy any of those? Okay. Yeah, this is obviously Joya right here. I don't know if there is... Like, I can try to order them by, like, if they're related to any rooms, what room they're in, but I don't think that actually matters either. Sure, let's do guest bedroom and try to scope something out. Anytime I see a key, it's servants' quarters. I don't think I know what that gave me. Unless it can, like, give me luck or something. It didn't give me any items. That was definitely a consideration. Hoping for gems or something, but, you know, whatever. Just a coin purse. Right, the coin purse does have a crafting recipe. I was just thinking about that. See, the problem is I'm trying to tie up loose ends, but there's so many things that could be loose ends that I'm starting to get really confused and overloading. I'm overloading myself just a bit. Point. I guess the mirror room, the Hall of Mirrors, that has a mystery that I have not progressed in the slightest. I've been able to draft all 4 doors on it and, like, try to, you know, wrap around and raise and lower different walls, and I couldn't find anything in particular. I guess I could see if I can make the packet have the mailroom letters again, but I'm pretty sure I did get all the mailroom letters. And even if I did it, I have to imagine that the hints they would give me would be, like, way behind where I am in the game. Just, like, unnecessary. Oh, that's one of these. think this one is doubled, is the dots. So -4 plus 1. We skip 2. So that's -3 squared is 9, squared is 27. Unless these are half? No, these wouldn't be half. Are they inverted? So it'd be minus... No? I thought it was double, but that would be minus 70, which doesn't work. It's not square root, is it? No, it wouldn't be. Ah, God. I thought I figured this out. I might have just forgotten. Because you can't subtract half of 35. Definitely can't subtract the other thing I said. Yeah, that didn't work. I'm pretty sure 27 is correct at this point. So, like, if it was inverted, it would be -8, which would be 19. Oh, God. The hell is the dots? I mean, it can't be like 10, is it? No? Even 11? It was 11? What does that mean? -16. I mean, that wouldn't even be the case for 35 divided by 2 rounded down. That'd be like 17. Why was it 11? How did I get subtract 16 from 2 dots on -5, 20, and 10? What is the 2 dot symbol? It's not that. 16. I mean, I guess it's inverted and then doubled, right? So 5 plus 2 plus 1 times 2? I mean, it kind of sounds made up when I put it out like that. Like, it doesn't sound like that's a real solution to any puzzle in the game. Oh, hey, utility closet. So yeah, I have no idea. I'll definitely be stewing on that for a while, because I'm really not sure what you're supposed to make of that operation. It's not like digital root, is it? No, it can't be, because that would be like the same thing. Blueprints, math, I hate you yet again. You shit of peace. I am going to become back my money. There's no hallways in here. But I don't want to spend stars to get stars. That's completely counterintuitive. Bah. Uh. Anyways, I just remembered I had something I wanted to bring up. It's time for another music talk. The new Deer Hunter came out today, and I've listened to a decent amount of it. I feel kind of weird because, like, it's definitely a concept album / concept album series, you know? What's my gears looking like? 2? It's not awful. I'd rather just do closed exhibit, though. Yeah, I like it, but it is kind of weird because when I listen to a concept album, or I guess I was kind of expecting more of a rock opera, I should say, because the original series by Deer Hunter, this series with Hunter the Deer Hunter, that's his name, and that's his game. That's what's troubling you. But the that original series was more of a rock opera. And the difference is that a rock opera has a narrative. A rock opera is a variant of a concept album. Black Shores. It's the Ashen Shores. The Black Shores near Blackbridge. Black Shores, I think we're in a... what's his name? The fortune teller. The great... I keep wanting to say Zatara, which is definitely not it. False. Seems like a box of true statement. Second statement on this box. Well, that's false. At least that's true. Statement are always true. That's false. That's false. These are both true. This is the only one with true statements, which means this is the only one with gems. I guess the only way the puzzle could resolve then is if there was exactly one that had gems. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. I can set this to Oring. Also, I keep accidentally pressing Shift-Tab when I'm just trying to run and then see what my house looks like. But no, like... rock operas are really hard to do and make, and like hard to stick the landing, I've noticed. Like, I love me some Coheed and Cambria, but I gotta say, Claudio is not the best at writing the story into his story. I think the comics work much better as a medium for telling the story. And you can tell that because, like, he is, like, by experience, a comic writer. It's not like he bailed out from music to do comics. I think he always wanted, maybe not always, but his career seemed to be set up to do both for a long time. As both were, like, creative interests, is what I'm saying. Now, go and aquarium this. Gives me even more stars. Captain Cordo. Shit, my brain just exploded. But no, like... And then, like, I've been listening to Lamb Lies Down on Broadway, which I brought up yesterday. And I love that album as well. And I think that album is better at telling the story. However, the issue is that it does sound kind of hokey. There's sort of a balance in rock operas that you have to thread. William Epson, Thomas Sinclair, Richard Nicholas Key IV, Ariana. So she was the princess that got born. she a Rajin or Herindian? I'm starting to think Count Isaac Gates and Baron Major Key weren't even real guys, by the way. No, and then, like, Tommy as well is a fun listen at times. I think it doesn't hold up well at all. But, God, it's not my day. But, like, sorry, I'm so sorry. But, like, still, I think, like, telling the story in Tommy is not the good part of Tommy. That's my take. That may not be hot nor cold. That, hold on. Let me put this down. So, shit, where's my note about this? So anyways, I'm trying to say that, like, telling a story in a rock album is kind of difficult. I think mostly just because of the way people are conditioned to treat musical stories. Nowadays, especially. I don't want to say it's cringe, but I do think there is a societal sort of perspective of it being cringe at times. And especially if you're trying to also write singles, you know? It becomes even harder. What am I looking at? Where was this chapter? Did I, like, skip a page? Or 3? But, like, so what I'm getting at is that I think Deer Hunter's first series does it well. The new one so far is mostly about locations and settings and, like, broader groups of people. I thought Antimai would be more of a setting the stage for album 2, but the new one, Sunya, at least from my first listen, it still feels mostly the same. There might be, like, some amount of a journey going on, but it is admittedly a little hard to tell just based on listening. It's kind of hard to make out the lyrics at times. Where is my hairbrush? Here we go, I found it. I had gone back several pages. So I think Vera is the duster with hat. You know, here's a question. Why are they not in numeric order in the chapel? Here's another question. If I were to put them in any sort of numeric order, what would it be? Would I end with her? In that case, it would be... So... Chapel... Clockwise... Do a little symbol to show that's clockwise. That would be... Maid... Broom... Then... Joya... Chef... Then... Farmer... With fork... Horse girl... Duster... Parentheses... Vera? Parentheses? Rina. Ho. I apologize. And then Arindia, who we all know who that is. I don't need to clarify that any further. And then there's the statues. We have praying figure, the Pope, who kind of looks like that statue of Major Key, Majorkey. Somebody who I think is Draxus, but that might just be a monk. And then, like, is she holding something or is she just orating? Maybe singing. Try singing. That's a good trick. How far am I from the dining room? Maybe I can hook a circle. I cannot hook a circle. Was there anything in here? Hartley. Yeah. I don't think there's anything here. I guess I haven't gotten the kitchen. That would be a pretty good pickup at this point. Oh, and my mouse has disappeared. Is it because I have the controller plugged in? Oh, there we go. I found it. Rather not go in... Oh, wait, no, I turned the lights off. I'm good. Alright, I do have Rook here, so I can try to force the kitchen out. Commissary's not the kitchen. But it might have running shoes. The gym also might have running shoes, which it doesn't, but there was a chance it might have. And kitchen or something that would have holes to dig. It's not at all. I don't even think I need anything from the locksmith. That's how little I care about it. I guess I gotta hope for like a turnip or something. I got a salt shaker, didn't I? Yeah. So I have a little bit of extra healing. Or extra steps. Healing. I guess it is kind of healing. Cool. You know, when you think about it. You like knock you over. Yeah, I mean, there is one more corner room, so I can Rook one more time. Really don't need conservatory. It might have food, but I don't know how much I care to push it. That's steps. I don't think there's any puzzles in here. That star pillow is very good. I know that they made real, actual Swimbird plushies. I need to get myself one. I do need to reorganize my plushie pile because I don't know how, but they really love to just come toppling over and lose any sense of stackedness. Structural integrity, maybe? Yeah, structural integrity, that's the word. Oh, I never got the gem in the middle of here. There's like... Um, I mean, I have my Blahaj or Blowhigh, apparently it's called, and then I have the Symbiote Studios Eliana Rivals of Aether one, and those two are pretty big. I think it's just like all the other ones that are smaller kind of just flump around whenever I slightly rustle them for like my alarm or whatever when it goes off. That didn't give me nearly as much. Also, I thought I was going slow. Aren't I running a little slow now? This is walking speed. Maybe I'm just imagining things. Maybe it's a sign that I need to, like, take a break soon. Which I do need to do, but first I want to try this. Where'd my notebook go? Okay. So, going clockwise, starting after Arindia, it is made with broomstick handle. The chef, Joya, who was over this way. Farmer, who I don't know the name of. Is she right here? Then Horse Girl, who was like around the corner somewhere? Is she over here? Yeah. And the one with the duster, who I think is Vera. It's because she was wearing all black. Then Rinna, the gardener. And finally, Arinda? Question mark? No? Okay. That was one idea. Another one was starting with Arindia and going clockwise. And then I could try counterclockwise. And if it's none of those, then the problem is more complicated than I initially wished for. I won't say expected, because I expect it to be a much more involved process. But I can certainly have my wishes. And if wishes were dishes, we'd all be fishes going swishes. Okay, where do we start with? Arindia? And then, now we do the maid. The chef, the billionaire and his wife, the tinker, the tailor, the soldier, the sailor, Spock the Rock, Doc Ock, and Hulk Hogan. Right. Horse Girl. Duster. Duster! Da, 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 da. Damn. Okay, but what if I did it counterclockwise? Now look, I know... Well, actually, it could be that it starts from the tip of the altar rather than... I mean, this isn't taking any steps, so I could spend all day here if I so chose. Let me just reset these. So everyone... Is that everyone? It looks like everyone. Let's try clockwise from the altar, which I think starts with Horse Girl. And then Duster. Then Rinna. Arindia. The the maid with the broom, and then the farmer with the pitchfork. Fuck. Put those things back up. Okay. Oh, fuck, I didn't do Joya. Oh, no. Okay, so there's a chance that I had it right and I just missed one, which would be bad. And so I shall undo all of this, start again once more from the top with the horse girl in the ballroom. You know, thinking about board games with top-down rooms of a mansion in which you view them, you view like all four walls, which I know has a term perspective-wise, but at least I'm assuming it has a term perspective-wise, but I don't know it. My mind usually goes to Betrayal. I think there's a lot you can compare between this and Betrayal at House on the Hill. Especially Betrayal Legacy, once that gets involved. Oh boy. Spoiler alert for the possible video essay I want to do on this, is that this game is not only about an inheritance, but about the greater abstract concepts behind inheritance. Fuck. Put that back up. Why can't even... There we go. Unless... Hold on, wait. It is flipping them down, right? It wasn't that they start down and I flip them up in order to unlock the original passage, right? That would be kind of funny, I have to admit, if they were supposed to start down before I input the cheat code. Okay, going backwards from Arindia, you would start with Rinna. Then the Duster. The horse. Farmer. Joya. The maid with the broom. And then Arindia. And this is admittedly a bit of a crapshoot. I'm mostly doing it because in the Ares Court puzzle, you had to rotate counterclockwise, you know? I guess the only ones left are to try it starting with the one to the left of the altar and going counter... I don't know if this actually helps me is the thing. I feel like I am kind of just grasping at straws, and I don't know if going in a circle based on the chapel is the actual solution. I feel like there's just too much missing info regarding the gods. Let's see. So that would be this one, Rinna, Arindia. If this doesn't work, I'll probably just end stream and mess around on my own because, like I said, like, I don't know if there's a better way to solve this. Or if I'm missing a note somewhere because I feel like I've seen most of the notes in the game. Wait a minute. Wait. Wait, hold on. That's right. Did I do this wrong? I just flipped that one? India. I think I misread it. Shoot. I'm just gonna call it there for now. I'm gonna do some exploring on my own to see if I can figure this out. Maybe cross-reference with some of the notes. And I can always make some pre-recorded video sections if I solve anything. But hey, I got to the end of the atelier. That was all well and good. I'm very happy about that. There's a few things I have left, and I'm not sure what they are, other than this, which I want to complete. So, for now, I'm going to call it there. Thanks for watching. I love this game. It's fantastic. Also, listen to the new Deer Hunter. It's pretty good. But for now, I'll see you later. Have a good one.